I don't know if that was what I was supposed to do, but my computer just turned off, so sorry. I'm from Xinhui City, which is a city not too far from Hong Kong. My Chinese name is Yang, but when I was adopted, my parents named me Marissa, which means of the sea, because they literally had to go across the sea to bring me home. In China, the government has and had strict rules concerning the amount of children a family could have, and when I was adopted, people in China could only have one child, and in Chinese culture, males are the ones who inherit the family fortune and have the responsibility of taking care of their parents. So girls were basically worthless in society, and thus an influx of Chinese girls ended up in orphanages, but some didn't even make it that far because in China, women who got caught violating this law were imprisoned or fined or worse. And so you have these terrified mothers just leaving their children on the side of the roads, in marketplaces, or just in isolated locations where babies' cries couldn't be heard. But my adoption story is not one of sadness or contempt against the country I'm from or my birth mother. I don't know her, I don't know anything about her, I've never spoken a word to her, I don't remember her, but I know she loved me immensely, and she got to show it in a way that few mothers get to do for their children. My birth mother risked everything to leave me on the doorstep of a complete stranger. Despite the tremendous burden that I placed on her safety, she chose to risk her future for the future of someone she could never know. She put me in a place knowing that I'd be found immediately. But then she goes a step further because in the police report, it says I was found in a little shoebox with baby formula, a change of clothing, and diapers. And some people would be saddened by the fact that they were given up. But I don't focus on that because I'm so thankful for the life that I have here. My family has always been really transparent about my adoption story, and that's why I think I am too. It's hard for me to explain and for people to understand, but I've just never felt like an outsider or different than my family. They've always stressed that regardless of my birthplace, I was meant for the family. And as weird as it sounds, I often forget that I'm Asian. I look in the mirror and I see myself. I look at family pictures and see one of the cousins, one of the granddaughters, one of the nieces, and there's nothing that really separates us. I used to ask my friends if they thought of me as their Asian friend, and they would just look at me and go, Marissa, I don't even think of you as Asian. And some people would be saddened by that because it's like I've been taken over by this American culture. But I don't see it like that because I don't find my identity in being Asian or being adopted. Rather, I find my identity in the traits and characteristics that I have gained from learning to appreciate the life and the experiences that I've had the privilege of having.